Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's pour. Tonight's pour is going to be a very special one to me personally. And I will give a disclaimer right now. It's probably going to be a long intro of me talking just because I want to explain why this is personal to me and why this one will mean a lot to me. This one is going to be donated. It is not going to be for sale. So we'll just put that out there right now. So here's the story. I grew up in Kansas. I think I've told this to you before in this thing, but I never really told you what got us out to Kansas. I'm originally from Indiana. That's where I live now. But when I was about 4.5 years old, we moved from Indiana to Kansas. The year was 1968. And back then, the college was called Friends Bible College. FBC for short. So my dad went there to get a degree. There's a long story. I won't get into it to why he picked that particular college. Personally, I believe, and I know he believes, that God sent him there and he followed. He listened to God when God talked to him, which is one thing I really admire about my dad, is that he does listen to God and does what he says. So anyway, so we move out there. So I've grown up in this college, around this college. When I was growing up, I grew up around this college and all the college students, and I was on campus a lot because when my dad graduated, he ended up working for the college. He was a professor, he was a coach, he was dean of students for a while. So he was, and then my mom worked there, my sister went there, and then I went there for 1 year. Schooling was not for me. I didn't really like the studying and learning when at that age. Now I would be more apt to do it. And I've thought about going back to college, but that's another story. But anyway, so, and then my son ended up going there and he got a degree in youth ministries, and then now he's working for the college as well. So he lives there now. So every year they have a alumni weekend on like the first weekend in October. And so I'm going to go out there this year for the alumni weekend. Now, one of the big events that goes on during alumni weekend is they have this auction. And they hold it in the gymnasium, and I always enjoyed going up there when I was a kid and watching the auctioneer go. You know, you gotta love the auctioneers, and love listening to them and watching things go. And one thing about this auction is that all proceeds go to the college. It's kind of like people donate stuff to the auction, and then they auction it off. So people actually bid on this stuff knowing it's going to the college. So a lot of times things go pretty high only because they know it's not really so much that they want that item that they're willing to pay a lot of money for it. It's like they'll buy that because they know it's going to the college, the money. So if it goes up way up, like I think I've seen a jar of, I think it was preserves, jam or something, I don't know what it was, just a regular jar that's probably $2, $3, $4 worth or whatever. I've seen it go over $1,000. And then the cool thing was when they sell it to them, they take it out to the person and give it to them, and they show their number, so they write that down. That's what they owe, and then they pay it. Whenever they leave, they ended up paying. And that guy, right as he got it, put up his number, they took it down, so he paid he has to pay that $1,000 or whatever it was. He donated it right back to him and said, I want to donate this to have you guys auction it off. And so they brought it back up there, re-auctioned it off, and it went for a little over $500. And so that's kind of the spirit of everybody there, is that you're there to get some items, but you're there really to support the school. And so that's what I'm doing with this painting. I'm donating it to the, I'm making it and I'm donating it to the auction because I'm going to be able to go out there this year. I started doing this Riley Days event a couple years back, and it always fell on the same weekend because I always tried to make it out there if I could for the alumni weekend, because you get to see a lot of people. There's a lot of activity going on in town. Otherwise, it's a pretty boring place. I mean, it's not boring for me. It's nice and peaceful and quiet and serene for me when I go out there. I don't do a whole lot. I just kind of relax and just reminisce about a lot of good old times. So, because I still have some friends out there that still live there. And so I stay with my best friend, Bob. Him and his wife. So I usually stay with them. And I see some other really close friends of mine that I went to school with. And so it's always a good time. So this year, Riley Days is actually the weekend after. So I always get this itchy feeling about going out to Kansas about once a year at least. The last year, I know it was 2020 last year, and it was, the whole COVID crap, and I wasn't going to go out there. And then I had a really close friend pass away unexpectedly, so I went out there for the funeral. I stayed with my buddy Bob, and it wasn't a joyous occasion, but it was really still good to see some friends. I got to hang out with one of my buddies that I would see out there, but I never really hung out with him a lot, and I was able to hang out with him quite a bit. I went down to where he worked and hung out with him, and it was really good hanging out with him and spending some time with him. We used to do a lot of stuff in high school together, and yeah, so it was really good. Hopefully, I texted him tonight and letting him know I'm coming out there, and some other friends. So I'm also taking something out for my mom to donate to the college, and my daughter's going to be able to go with me. I called her up and asked her if she wanted to go. I was hoping she'd be able to get off work. She actually already had the week off, and so she had something planned, but nothing in the later part of the week. But she went in and took the whole week off of work, and so she's like, "Yeah, I'd love to go out there." And so she's going to check with her boyfriend and see if he can go with us, and that'll be great to have him along as well. I think he's been out there once, but it was real brief. So she's kind of excited to get him out there to see some of the things out there in from Kansas, because her mom's side of the family is also from Kansas. And so that's why I want to do this pour tonight. I was thinking of just doing a pour and donating a painting. Excuse me, but the brain's always working, so I thought, excuse me, I tell you. So the brain's always working, and it just hit me. I need to find a bear. I need to find a bear to, and just do a bear themed one. And their colors are red and white, so, and I'm going to throw a little black in there just to kind of break it up and not have, because I'm sure they have black in the letterings, red and white, and maybe some black outline of like their jerseys and their sports. They do play sports at this Bible college. They have basketball, soccer, volleyball, and I think that's it. I think they used to do baseball. Yeah, they did, because my dad was coaching at the time, and I remember I was a bat boy when I was a kid. And I remember going around to some colleges and down in Oklahoma and all around Kansas and probably up into Nebraska, Missouri. So yeah, it's going to be, I'm trying to think exactly the style I want to do. I'm still thinking in my head. I'll probably do it when I mix my paints. really figure it out, because I thought about doing a Dutch pour, but I can't really do it. Here's the bear. You've probably already seen it, but here's the bear. I found it today. I was just thinking about it last night, and then it was like either last night or the night before, and I was able to go to town and found it at Hobby Lobby. And they had this black bear, and then they had a brown bear, then they had a polar bear, which I wasn't going to do a polar bear because they're not the polar bears. But I went with the black bear, and instead of setting it flat, because when you hang it up, then you only see the top of the bear. But if you hang it up, put it on its side, so when you hang it up, it's on its side, and you can see the bear. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do a white background with some red and black, maybe a swipe of some sort. I'm a little worried about the white and red turning into pink. I don't want it to be pinkish. So that's why I want some black in there too, try to break it up. I thought about doing red background with white and black, like a stripe down the middle. So I haven't really decided. I don't think I want to go black with red and white. I don't think I want to do that because the bear's black. I want the bear to stick out. So with white and red, it should stick out pretty good. I'm not going to have a whole lot of black in there. So that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to work out. And so all I have to do now is mix my paints. I've got my canvas up there, and then figure out what I'm going to do. So I'll probably figure it out and make my decision while I'm mixing the paints. So next time you see me, I will have a plan in place. All right, so I got the canvas on here, got my paints mixed, and I have come up with a plan. Oh, help if I turn it right side up. And I do have a plan on what I want to do. I think it's going to be good. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do this half red, this half white. I'm going to put a little black line down the middle, and then I'm going to blow half of the red over the white and this white over the red. And still do, it's going to be a Dutch pour. I've thinned the paints down with extra water to get it thinner so it will flow around. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably put a little black down the center as well, just to kind of give a little bit of that black in there. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's see if we can get this going. Also, one of the things that I'm going to do that I don't normally do, and I'm not going to do the lettering myself, but I'm going to put Barclay bears on it as well. I'm going to wait for it to dry before I resin it. I'm actually going to have my mom paint it on there because she has better, my penmanship, oh, it is not good. So I don't want, she will make it look a lot better than what mine would look. So I've already asked her to do that. So once this dries, before I resin it, she will paint on, I think, might just do, if it's red quite a bit over here, white here, could put, if it's really white here, we could do in red lettering Barclay and then white lettering Bears here. I don't know. That's an idea. I tell you, my mind's always thinking. But yeah, I was just going to have her put it across the bottom, but I think Barclay Bears. Oh, yeah, I think that's the winner. And once I get this, trying to decide, I don't know if I'll do that or not. Trying not to get red on in my white paint right now. Need more paper towels. So I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to post this video. Yeah, I think I will post it. But I will leave in the comments. I will put in the comments later on after the sale and let everybody know, you know, what it went for, if anybody's interested in it. Excuse me, I tell you. I know there are times when I have gas, belching and stuff, but it seems like it really comes out when I start filming. All right, so I'm going to put just a little bit. Put a little extra red there. Extra white here. Almost looks like a Pokemon ball, except not round. straw. I don't think it wants to go very much. Alright, so and the bear can go like right here. I hate to cover that up. Maybe he'll come down a little bit, like right in there. All right. I think that's a good one. Yeah. I don't like how that's kind of a line, straight line there. I almost kind of like, well, I do kind of like how this black really is doing an outline around the white there. That's really nice. It's almost like it's designed that way to do the, just kind of highlight it with black. I like that. All right, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I can put, could do red lettering, Barclay, and bears here, or red lettering. I don't know. flip it around. No, I think I'll leave it like that. So yeah, I'll probably put the bear here. All right, I better leave it alone. So I think it's going to be a good piece, and I hope that it goes well at the auction. Hope it brings in a lot of money for the college. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, everybody, this one is dried. I got it taped on the back. As you can see, we've got the lettering in. My mom actually did that. She has better penmanship than I do. That's definitely better than what I would have done. So I had her do that in white on the red. It's Barclay, the Bears, Barclay Bears. And so I've got the back taped, and this is a 10 by 20 canvas. I have 7 ounces of resin for this. As always, if you go to the art resin calculator, you can type in the size of your canvas, and it will tell you what the amount of ounces you will need for a painting. And then you cut that in half, because that's the total amount. So you cut that in half, and it's 3.5 of resin and 3.5 of the hardener. And you mix that for about 3 minutes, and you're good to go. I also have another canvas right over here that I'm going to be doing, so I actually did 14 ounces. So, but I'm going to do this one first, try to pour on there, try to get the 7 ounces out. And I do like these cups that have the ounces on the side, the measuring on the side, so I can tell about how much I need, how much I have. That's 7. So I'm going to go ahead and pour on this one. Pour the rest of it on the one over here. So and again, all proceeds, I'm donating this to the college for their annual auction. And so all the proceeds, that whatever they get for at the auction, goes to the college. And that's what I did. I made this one specifically for donating it for the auction. And I will be out there at the auction. I'm going to take it out there myself. It's in Kansas. So I'm taking a little trip out there. And it's the first weekend in October. And it's also, like I said, I think I said it before during the video, is that it'll also be my son's birthday that weekend, on the day of the sale, actually, on Saturday. October 2nd is his birthday. And so I'll be able to see him, and my daughter's going to go out with me so she can see her brother and maybe her boyfriend. I haven't heard back from her yet to see if he's coming or not. I should probably text her or call her or something and see. My wife will not be able to go with me, but that's all right. She's got to stay and work. She's self-employed, so even though she probably could have took off, she's not going to go. I don't think she likes going on that long of a trip anyway. At least not out to there. It's a small town. You can't do anything, so it's to me it's relaxing. To her it's boring. So All right, so I got these spread on both of these, but I'm going to do this one first. Now, it's been a couple days since I did the video for this. I'm trying to remember. I think I told you that I've been around this college almost my entire life, or associated with it in some way. We moved out there when I was 4 in 1968, and I spent a lot of time on the campus. I actually lived on campus for a while. I think I told you about that as well. So it's always been near and dear to my heart, this college. And, now my son works there. And so it's been a big part of our family. And I enjoy going there, back to my old hometown. And I still get to see a lot of my friends, people I know. And I especially enjoy the alumni weekend because I think a lot more people will come for that don't live in town. Like when I go out there at different times during the year, I don't see those people because a lot of them don't live in Haviland. So it's good to see some people that you would normally see if you just went out there any other time of the year. And then of course I always like to I saw a piece there. I also like to go the church I grew up in, going to when I was a kid, up through my college years. I always like to, because the sale and the big event is on Saturday. So Sunday, I usually stay Sunday and drive back on Monday. And this year, I'm not going to be able to stay on. I have to leave on Sunday because my daughter needs to be back to work on Monday. So that's a little disappointing, but I'm still glad she's going with me, definitely. It'll be nice to spend time with her, and if her boyfriend comes, then get to know him a little bit better. I think they've been dating for about 2 years, and even though they live not too far from me, I don't see him that often, really, for as close as we live. And a lot of times when I do see her, he's not with her. But we've got to know him a little bit. But it's always nice to spend more time so you can get to know him a little bit better. All right, I think I've got everything off this one. So I have the bear here, and I'm going to set it on its side because when it's hanging on the wall, you'll still be able to see the bear. If I put it like this, they wouldn't be able to see it as well. And then I was thinking about putting it right there, but I'm going to put it down here more in the white so the bear will stick out. So about right there. So that's where the bear is going to be. Yeah. That'll be enough. Make sure we get it level. Okay, we'll look one more time. We'll come around on this side and look. All right. Couple little spots on the side I want to get. So, of course, I didn't want to reach around and do the... So yeah, I've already contacted some friends that live out there, that I'm going to be out there. So I'm actually not going to have as much time as I thought, for one less day really. So hopefully I can get to see all and spend some time with everyone. So, all right. So, if you like this one, hit the like button and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of it. And then, as always, subscribe to my channel. Help me promote it to get some more subscribers to build my channel. I think I'm at 98 now, so I need 2 more just to reach 100. So hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.